Hello guys, hope you're doing fine. Let's learn about resume making. So today I'm going to use a software called Canva. It is an online one and you can create it without paying anything. So now I'm going to make it for about 20 to 30 minutes. So what are the things that you want to include in your resume? All the things I have mentioned in that video, and the top things that we require for making a resume is your skills, projects, internship, and extracurricular activities that you have done in your college. This is for mainly for freshers. So watch it until end, and if you have any doubts, you can post in the comment, and let's get into the video.
Hello guys, let's see about resume building and as you see here, resume is very much important for our career and these are the things that you need to include in this in your resume. So let's start with biodata. As you know that biodata you're not going to use it anymore. So people are preferring one-page profile or resume. So name, gender, date of birth, parents details, email address, that is all we include in biodata. And CV is something, it's very long format, for academicians, lecturers, teachers would prefer CV because they have published a lot of things on research, other things. So we use CV for that. And as a resume is concerned, we use for applying in industries. We just include just our education, qualification, skill sets, all those things we include it, and that is all we do there. So next, we'll see, about what to say about as I told, these are the difference between resume and CV. We'll just skip that and we move to how we can create a resume. Okay, so these are the things that one can include in resume: name, phone number, places, mail ID, photo, internship, projects, presentation, workshops, certifications, objective, technical skills, soft skills, all those things we are going to see one by one. And you can take a screenshot of it, okay, and you can use it for your reference at the end of the video, or whenever you have time you can create one, take a screenshot of it, and I will explain one by one now, guys. So this is the objective. Now we are going to create a resume like this, okay, which is so professional, and we are going to create a resume as such. So this is our output that we are going to create today. So watch and let's go further. So as first thing is, in a resume at the top side we use name. A name should be in one font size. Mobile number, which has their own WhatsApp number, as well as your address, communication number. Both can be same, or you can add another number if in case we have two numbers. And then mail ID should be related to your profession, or you can generally state your name along with some initials in there. Okay, so here, Roger, I have mentioned, don't add like this, you can add initials to it. Okay, I forgot to say that. And as far as concerned, many people have included their mail ID as, Roger, I am the Don 1994 at gmail.com. I am the talker. I am the, no, I don't want you to add your email ID as such. Should be professional, and you can where the HR can find it pleasing to hear the sound of the email address. Okay, so and then second thing is your place. I don't want your street name or your door number and all. I just want the place, just Salem or wherever the place, district headquarters is fine, you can add that. I don't want entire thing to be added here. Okay, last is your LinkedIn profile, where HR can find it, so you can add your URL or just the name of your LinkedIn. Okay, so this is the way you should add it. And the last here is photo. Your photo should be like this. I don't want you to add a selfie here. If you add a selfie and if it is not clear to see, the HR mind find it unpleasant to read. Sometimes you don't require to add photos, but I would suggest, it depends on the company which you apply. Photo is not required, but as a fresher you add photos, I would suggest. But corporate people are not preferring your photos. Okay, so next one is objective. I would ask you to add a objective according to your domain. Okay, or you can add it casually. Okay, so add it casually so that you can apply for any other domain. For example, if you are a mechanical engineering student and you want to enter into IT, if you had looking for entry level position at mechanical engineering, you can apply that resume for IT. Okay, so I would suggest you to add a objective where you can use it for all those things. Okay, a general objective where you can apply for everything. Okay, so I think this thing you can type it on your own, or you can get it from Google as well. Okay, so next one is your technical skills. Very important thing, your core skills. For example, if you're studying in IT, you can add something related to technical, what you study in colleges, for example Python or Java, or anything like JavaScript, something like that. You can add it and you can mention it. Okay, I have mentioned one or two skills because in the interview, if you add many skills, HR would ask you a lot of questions. Okay, what is that, what is this, they might ask questions. So I would suggest you to add one or two skills. Okay, two skills is fine, and you can know more about that skill. Okay, so instead of having a lot of skills in your sleeves, you can explain that in one or two skills. Okay, major top skill like that you are interested in. Okay, so and then a soft skill. Soft skill is something like you have it in yourself, and this help you to grow in your life. For example, I have creativity and versatile. I can do many things at a time, and I do I plan something, I can organize things like that. Okay, so you can add it according to your skills. For that you need to do SWOT analysis, like what is your strength, weakness, what is your inner thing that you have. Once you analyze that, you can pose this in as here in soft skill. Okay, so next thing is languages known. I have seen many people they have added Tamil and English. This is a basic language that we use always. Okay, so you can add Tamil, English, and Japanese with skills that you are familiar with. For example, I am fluent in Tamil. Okay, I can add listening, speaking, writing, and reading. Okay, so I can also speak Telugu, but I'm not able to write or read, but I can speak. So I just write as speaking alone. Okay, you can just mention that clearly, but don't use ratings like stars or bars here to include your languages skills. Okay, don't use anything like that. And last is your programming language. What programming languages do you know? Don't Java, Python like that. You don't write everything, because none of us are master of Java or Python. Okay, we know only the basics. So just be honest with that and then write as it is. Okay, don't elaborate it much, so that HR will ask you more lot of things on that. Okay, so it's not like running away from the questions, but if we can know what he is going to ask from the resume only, so just add that relevant skills and not more than that. Okay, so let us go for education should be in this order. First is your college, and then is your your 12th, and then your 10th. Okay, I've just mentioned some examples. You can add your college here, your university, and if it is autonomous, you can mention autonomous, percentage, and year of passing. And this should be the format. Your course, do not forget to mention the course. I have seen a lot of people are not mentioning the course name. Okay, so do not do that. So add your course, your institution name, board which you have studied, or university, whatever it is, you can mention it, percentage, and course duration. Okay, so these are the things that you can do it in your education part. Next go for internship. So I have seen a lot of people stating just one line for internship done at XNC company. Why is that? I want you to write the what is the internals about, your company's name, duration, and the job responsibility that you have did in the internship. Without this, HR will find difficulty to understand what you did. Okay, so these are the areas where he can ask questions. If you mention that clearly, it will be good for you to read and do things further. Okay, so internship is very much important. I don't want you to be in a single line. I want you to be doing it in this format. Okay, so let us go for projects. As same as internship, first we need to write the role which you are doing, the course duration, the project duration, technologies used further, and all those things you can mention here as a roles and what you did exactly here in the project. Okay, so mention clearly. If you are writing your projects in just one line, I won't be accepting it. You should, you write it clearly and you focus one thing at a time and you write it clearly. Okay, so and then presentation, same as it goes. What is the title about, where you did, and the date, and what is it about. You need to always mention this way. Okay, paper presented at so and so college. Okay, it is required, but I want you to be very descriptive in this part. Okay, so for example, if you are studying in one college and if you're going for other college, for example some other colleges, you can mention that. First is outside college and then you go for your own college where you did some presentations. Okay, same here also, you can mention a workshop attended. Wherever you attended workshop, you mention that workshop first, and then you attend your own college's workshop. Okay, certifications, you can mention this, what is certificate about, where you did, and the year you have done it, and the grade which you got it. Okay, so you can mention here as Python basics, where you did a lesson, and the year. Okay, in this format I want your certifications to be included. Okay, so let's go for the next part. Okay, area of interest, where area of interest, something like you really like, and where you can have HR can find out your interest about. You can add mention to your career, or you can mention it to your hobbies, but I would suggest you to mention in both way, you can mix hobbies and your career goals together in area of interest, so that HR can find it interesting to see. Okay, last, we talk about awards. You can talk about grants and scholarship you have received, graduation distinction, and you can mention about subject you got high marks, high GPA. Okay, don't mention that you guys what you did in schools in first standard, second standard. I don't want that. Something which you done it in a district wise, or at zonal wise, or with state, you can add that award also. So do it like that and add in sentence properly. And last is extracurricular activities. So volunteering, tutoring, sports, students leadership, arts, all those things comes under extracurricular. You can write like this: participate in national level chess competition in Chennai. And also you can mention date here. Okay, date would be fine. Okay, and if you got certified with it, you can participate in national level championship and certified from Mr. so and so person at Chennai, like that you can mention it. Okay, anything you can add it. For example, you can add arts. If you participated in any painting competition or any dance, you can mention it here. Okay, in extracurricular you can mention it. Okay, so next is references. Last we came at the references. References is nothing but where you have done your internship or you have done your projects. You can give the reference. Also you can give your faculties as a reference. Okay, so that the HR can call and ask about you in person to that person and check your background also. Okay, reference is all about checking your background and how you done your projects, how you behaved in the previous organization. They will ask through this reference person, so that I want you to be very honest and include that in your resume. For freshers, I wouldn't recommend this. For experience, you can mention it as here. Okay, so that's all about. Guys, let's start now the third part of the video. So first we are going to create the resume with the empty background, empty template. Also we can create using template which is available in Canva. So today I'm going to only see from empty template we are going to create a resume, but not the template available from Canva. Okay, so you can log in into the Canva here by creating an account or signing in already if you have an account. So create a design, type resume here. So once you've done it, the next page will open. Okay, Okay, you can see a lot of resumes available here. I want you to take a simple resume template and you can create it. But I am creating this resume from scratch. I don't want any template. I want a template for myself. Okay, so I'm just clicking a text box here, adding titles like the names, name Roger DS. Okay, so I'm zooming in a bit so that I can see clearly. So Roger. Okay, Roger, initial. You need to add your initial in caps. Okay, so Roger Diaz is my name, and I have added here. Okay, so it should be on the right corner. You can make it a little bigger, so that name is very important. You can make it as much as this. I'm taking a font called Glacial Indifference. So it is a favorite font of mine. I'm creating like this. So next is my name. Okay, name can be added like I have created my name. I'm going to add my phone number, where you can add it your WhatsApp number, which is available for contact. Okay, so don't give what your personal WhatsApp where you're not able to connect or communicate properly. So add a proper number. Okay, so and then your mail ID. Mail ID should be professional, not related to your something funky or something like that. You should create it neatly. Okay, so Roger the trainer, or the Roger the engineer at gmail.com. Okay, so this is a unique email ID I have for myself. So next one is your link, your place. Place can be anything like city or town, but don't mention anything your door address or something. Okay, so name, other thing, I'm reducing the font of this. I'm giving 12 is a bit. Okay, so that's all. This way you can create your name, other things. And then you can add your profile photo. So you can go to photo here, photo frame. You can get the frame here. You can add it to your photo, upload it here. Okay, you can add a photo here. You can upload here. So you'll get a lot of photos here. You can upload it. Okay, so I don't want you to have a photo with the beard or other things. I want you to add a professional photo. I don't want to have a beard like this. See, as like KGF, I don't want it. I just want you to have it professionally. Okay, so something like this. You can see this resume here. You can add a profile like this. Okay, so you can have this suits better, really better. This is a professional photo. You can add it. So that gives an added advantage for you, and I'm just dealing with it. So you can add it like here. Okay, so next we'll go for objective. Okay, I'm making size 14. Okay, because it's a title. So objective here. Okay, I'm making it as bold. Okay, so objective, and I'm adding objective which I have already done here. So you can get it from Google or you can write on your own. Okay, just 3-line objective is enough. Okay, your resume your objective should be related to you. Okay, so add a general objective so that you can use it for every company that you're going to apply. Okay, so I'm right. This objective is for freshers, not for experienced candidates. Please ignore, and you can add it from Google or you can try it on your own. Like I'm a smart, curious, and a frank person who's loving to contribute my skills to the organization. Like that, you can add it. But 3 lines suits better, not more than that. Okay, and each and every topic there should be a space. Okay, for example, this is an heading and this is a subheading. Okay, so I'm giving a space so that readers can read it properly. Okay, give readability to the audience who's reading your resume. Okay, if the profile is not having any readability, it will be not good. Okay, so this is things you keep in mind. Okay, So next we are going for the next step is your education. Education should be in this format. Okay, so I have already taught you in the second part of the video. Now education should be used in such a way. So all your 10th, 12th and degree you should mention. So I'm just copy pasting things. Okay, so I don't have time for everything, so I'm just copy pasting the things, and I'm setting the font size where this is 12, so everything is in 12. Okay, I'm checking each font so that I don't want to mess up the readability. So this way you can add your your education here. So on the next part is you can add your technical skills, personal skills, okay, which could be added on this side of the resume, so that this would highlight your things. Okay, see guys, honestly you should what to say, when you are writing your resume, your technical skills should be 1 or 2, not more than that. Okay, because HR might ask question from everything, and if you mess up with things, if you're not answering things, you will mess up the interview. So have things which is relatively suitable to you. Be honest with your skill sets. Okay, so he might be asking question, tell me about where you exhibited your adaptability, or tell me where you behaved as a leader in your team. Like that they might ask questions, so be careful with that and ask add relevant details only. And the next one is your webinars, workshops, or you can add your projects. So I would take projects and internship as the next thing, so I'm putting that in the front page itself. So because it's a valuable one, so I'm putting in the front page. Okay, so this things, okay, let me change the font size. Always you should check the font size if you're not keeping it properly. Okay, done. So I'm setting, wait a bit, so I'm aligning things. Okay, yes, done. So you have to zoom in for your alignment. If the alignment is not good, it will not be really good to read. So these things you need to add. Yeah, now it is fine. Okay, so personal skills, technical skills, internship, all things I have added here, and I would like to move this a bit so that, see, I have made as a box alignment. Everything is online. Okay, in a line. Okay, so this is in a line, and there is it is in shape of a rectangle. Here there is a rectangle, and there is here is a box. Okay, so a decision should contain something between box. You can zoom in and zoom it out, and you can check the readability as well. Okay, now let us go for the next page. We can add things like certifications, other things like that. Okay, certifications, award, area of interest, such that, like that. Okay guys, I have already done it, so I'm just showing the workflow of it. You can do it from beginning as well. Okay, so don't be hurry, give time for yourself. Okay, if you are in hurry, you cannot create a beautiful resume, because you have spent 20 years of time to create this career, and if you're not doing this resume properly, HR will be disappointed. Okay, so take time to do things and don't mess things up. Every now and then you should check the format. Okay, if it is not really looking good, it looks awkward. Okay, so next we'll add webinars. Okay, let us add webinars. Okay, so webinars is added, and then let us add this workshop. Okay, and then we'll have what else we can have, extracurricular. Okay, let us add this extracurricular. Guys, what is difference between extracurricular and co-curricular? Co-curricular is something related to your academics, what you do related to your academics. Extracurricular outside the college, outside the campus, like sports, dancing, volunteering work, other things are called as extracurricular. Okay, so don't mix things up between curricular and extracurricular. Be sure always to add the right things in your resume. Okay, So that's it, guys. I have done my resume, and this is a workflow that I'm doing. So ensure if you have any questions about this workflow, you can always ask me. Okay, and see there is an error here, so you can just do as it is. Okay, so highlight this one, make it bold. This one, check the font, make it glacial interference. Okay, check this one. Okay, now my resume is ready, guys. So it just comes under 1.5 page. It doesn't matter, so you can always have it for your reference. So that's it, guys. See, these are the things that I have done before. You can add it clearly, and each and every parameters you can give space, and you can check the alignment. You can zoom in and zoom out, and you can check things easily. Okay, if your resume is not readable, it's very hard for HR to find out what you have added here. Okay, so always check the alignment here and now, so that it suits better. Okay, so let me give you some more tips where you can go to elements. You can add, you can find fonts like font. You can add elements here. You can search for it, and you can add it here. You can add mail icon or anything. You can add it here, but don't do anything awkward. Okay, so everything should be added here properly, and this is the workflow of the resume. And thank you, guys, for being patient watching my videos, and all the best for your interview. Thank you.